So, the three of us have spent a long, long time working for a living. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not independently wealthy.
No.
It's much to my chagrin. I keep trying, but it just doesn't happen.
So you wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth?
No, I wasn't. No, I was not. Hell, we didn't even have a spoon. We just carved out a stick and ate off of that.
Well, you could have went to that one place and got that big fork.
I could have, but I didn't need help carrying it.
Yeah.
But one of the side effects of working for a living as long as we have and working for the morons that we work for, you come up with some real stupid stories and some real stupid experiences.
And some funny ones.
And today we're going to discuss it.
Yeah, okay. So if you want a stupid story, here's one right here. So you know how management always likes to impress.
I know they like to pretend that they're impressing.
Yeah. So I'm in manufacturing. I'm not going to go into details. Anyway, the machine I was running was messed up, so it was running scrap to the tune of $5,000 an hour. We had it down,
Yikes.
and we had some upper management people coming through for a tour. People way up, So they're like, this thing has to be running when they get down here. I said, if we run it, it is going to be scrap. We don't care.
We did that when I worked in manufacturing too.
So I, in an hour's time, threw away $5,000. That's just the cost of materials. That's not
the owner of the whole company. It's a multinational company, was coming to tour the plant, and they were like, "We don't care what you're producing. Every single line needs to be running." And they cordoned off a path to make sure he didn't see anything that wasn't management approved while he walked through the building. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Speaking of management wanting to impress people, I had a boss that was beyond stupid. So he got an email from a vendor or something. Like, there was a group of us working on something, and we brought it to him, and he was like, okay, well, do me a favor. Can you email them and tell them to call me? And I went, huh? He goes, yeah, just send them an email and tell them to call me. I said, let me make sure I understand you correctly. You want me to send an email to them for them to call you? He's like, well, don't you think we could cut out a lot of work if you just called them yourself or sent the email yourself?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I think you ought to send an email. And I was like, all right, look, we're going to go around in this circle where I'm just going to repeat. You want me to email them to call you over and over again until you finally get it. And it took literally about 10 minutes before he was like, well, I guess I could just call them. This dude makes twice as much money as I do.
Oh, I know.
To do this kind of nonsense.
It's crazy. You've always got these stupid stories at work, but you've got funny ones too.
Well, sometimes.
Should I?
I don't know. Do we have time? Can you tell a condensed version?
I will tell a condensed version, and I will leave names out to protect the innocent.
And the guilty.
Yeah. Okay. So there was this person at work. Anybody seen those little crickets that are fake crickets? They look like a little circuit board.
Mm-hmm.
They randomly go off. So somebody come up with the bright idea to put one in this guy's office, and of course it become everybody knew about it,
except him.
And so he could never find it, and so he moved to the other plant. So when they found out he was going to move, they sent one ahead, found out where his office was going to be, and put one in there. So when he moved, he thought he took the cricket with him. And then he got another job where he had to move into another building, and that's where I got pulled in because...
For those not paying attention, I'd like to inform you this is 3 separate moves that said cricket has followed this individual.
Yeah, so
this guy, because he doesn't know what's going on, thinks that he has somehow managed to package and transport and keep alive a cricket across 3 separate moves.
And what you got to understand is, okay, by the time it hit the 3rd office is where they pulled me and another guy. And then he was there for about a year, then went to another office where number 4 was deployed. And you got to understand, dude, this has been going on for 3 to 4 years. The cricket was following this guy around.
This poor guy.
And then he got maintenance involved, and they found it, and it was over. And now he won't even talk to us anymore. I really like him too.
Has he still not talked to you?
No.
Are you serious?
Probably 2 months, or at least a month.
Have you tried?
Yeah, I quit trying. I mean, I ain't went over in person or anything, but
You should.
yeah.
No. You have the perfect opportunity for an even better prank. You should go see him in person and enlist the help of someone. And right when you walk in, you go, "Hey man, what's up?" Have somebody send you a text message and make your ringtone a cricket.
We could all that were involved. Now you got to think over a 3 to 4 year time span. There's a lot of people in on this,
Oh, yeah.
right? So we could do like, what do they call that? Like where alcoholics walk in and they got
Crickets Anonymous.
you know, like they get what do you call it? You know what I'm saying?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
No, like when
an intervention?
Yes, an intervention.
Cricket intervention.
Yeah. Well, we could get all of us that were involved, and I didn't even start this. I just kind of got pulled into it. And
You act like somebody was twisting your arm.
Well,
and we
you
both know
me.
that was not the case.
Me. I'm all for a good
Told
joke.
me, is this the one?
The freaking
yeah,
that's great.
They look, and then some of them look like just circuit boards and stuff like this.
That's amazing.
And
I wonder, could I get one of those that just randomly plays cover of the Rolling Stones?
Oh, that would be put it in her car, have them everywhere.
One in her car, one in her office.
For those of you who haven't seen the previous episodes, he's talking about my sister, cover of the Rolling Stones. He's always making his Echo play that for her.
Yeah,
and
she
hates it.
She hates it.
That would be that'd be great.
Oh yeah, God, that would be
Oh
something.
God, put one under the deck by the pool. She likes to just go sit out by herself and not make it loud. Just make it where she can barely hear. Be like, where is that coming from? Oh man, that'd be good.
Y'all are terrible, I swear.
That would be epic.
Oh,
So I guess
Lisa, at least your brother loves you.
well, you notice who's laughing at the story as well.
yeah, you're getting pulled into this too, like I did with the cricket, man.
I don't, there's no evidence. I'm not on camera.
She knows your voice, but she don't listen to the show.
So it don't matter.
Don't watch.
She doesn't
Yeah.
need to listen to the show. She lives this.
She does.
So
live
she
it.
tells us.
Yeah.
So this one isn't funny. This one just makes me mad.
Okay.
So I worked at a job where we spend an exuberant amount of money on a particular software to document what we do and keep track of it and all that stuff, right? But because my bosses at this current place or this place were morons, they make me look technologically literate. That says a lot.
Mm.
You do the inspection, you put it into this software, then you write it down in a notebook, then you take the data from the notebook and you put it into an Excel spreadsheet, and then you take the Excel spreadsheet and you mail it to your boss, and then once a month we all get together and read the numbers out loud as he looks at the printed out version of the spreadsheet he has in his hands every single month, every single damn month.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of them wise men at work, you know.
Dude, it's I've had a lot of stupid professions. I've had a lot of jobs, and I've had a lot of dumb jobs. This one took the cake, dude. I still don't understand it. I still don't understand it. Let's say that you want to keep the notebooks for whatever stupid reason. That's fine. I don't care. Let's say you want me to send you an Excel spreadsheet. That's fine. I don't care. Why are we treating this like it's kindergarten and we're reading along in a book? Why do I need to read this to you in front of the class?
Yeah, I know.
Drives me bananas, dude.
I know.
Another highlight of, because it's no secret, I work for the government. Another one of my former jobs was I worked for code enforcement, which is basically just a government-funded strong arm HOA for taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say that we rolled by your house and you hadn't cut your grass.
Yep.
We'd take a picture, plug it into a computer system, fill out a little door hanger, and leave it on there. And then we would send a letter to you, but not just to you. We would send a letter to every name that has ever been associated to your address to tell you to cut your grass. So it could be 5, 10, 15 letters that we're paying postage for. And they could all be going to that's the even better part. They could go to the same address, the same house. We'll send 5 letters to the same house, just addressed to different people. And the grass is one thing because you get 2 weeks to fix it, right? They do the exact same thing if you leave your trash can out.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back and get that trash can back. You're not gonna leave it at the curb because you got to put your trash in it. Same thing. Thousands upon thousands of dollars in postage year over year, just squandered.
Yeah. I know how it is, man. I could tell you some stories that probably get me in trouble, so I'm gonna.
Let's hear them.
No, let's don't. You know, if you hadn't noticed, this thing hasn't really started paying us anything yet.
Back to that independently wealthy thing that we don't have.
Yeah, I need to keep that job.
Hey, speaking of pay, if you would help brother out, subscribe.
Help a brother out.
From our previous episode, if you'd like to send us all $6.66 because you're superstitious that bad things are going to happen to you, we accept all forms of currency, including American Express.
We will take your curse. Oh goodness,
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, man. There's so much stupid stuff when it comes to working for the government. There's just so much.
Oh, I'm sure it's even worse than, what we got going on for sure. Y'all done any pranks? I know you did some pranks. You did one with some kind of you told it before. Some kind of magnet you stuck to a car or something.
Oh yeah, we had we acquired a magnet that said new driver.
Yeah.
Or, please be patient, new driver. And we passed it around the police department, just sticking it on the back of different patrol cars.
Yeah.
It'd last a week or two before somebody would find it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was a good one. I used to have this captain that he was high strung, dude. Good guy, but he was high strung. And there was a traffic guy that just liked to kind of like me, just like to push people's buttons. And he'd push his buttons so much, he'd just start screaming. He'd have this vein that just bulge out of his head. I'm like, dude, you're going to have a coronary if you don't come. And it'd be over stupid stuff. Just absolutely nonsensical, like the printer ran out of paper. Well, if the captains around here would put paper back in the print, just stupid stuff like that. And he'd lose his mind over it. Mm-hmm. And that traffic guy would just sit there and poke the bear just as much as he could.
This ain't from my work, but a guy I work with told me this where he used to work before he came there. And I'm not going to say any names of any businesses or anything. But anyway, there was I don't know how many was in their little group of, 4 or 5, maybe 6 guys. And then they had this one dude that was over them. And the one dude that was over them, the way they talked was just a moron.
Yeah.
And I can see that.
Promote to the level of incompetence.
Yeah. And so they were always back and forth on him. He'd be getting on them, they'd get on him, get on his nerves. And so one day he came in and he was having a meeting and he said, okay, he said, basically something to the extent of, I've got my mind right now. There ain't nothing any of y'all can do that's going to piss me off or make, whatever. Challenge
accepted.
Yeah. So this guy stood up and walked right up to him and just smacked him across the face. And that guy's like, he's about to blow his lid, but he's trying to control it. And that guy's like, oh, you done went and got mad.
Today I found out that I worked with your friend at work. That's freaking good.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah, man. That's epic. They could tell that story way better than me, but man, that was a good one.
My last story is about my boss, the big boss, my wife. We just married. We lived in a little single wide trailer. Didn't have a lot of room. Didn't have a lot of money. And she came home one day and she goes, I want to buy a treadmill. And I went,
okay. I know this story. Go ahead. I mean, you are my son-in-law.
And what I said was, I don't know if I can get through this. What I said was, we do not have room for a treadmill because we didn't. Unfortunately for me, what she heard was, you will not buy a treadmill, which she understood to mean that I was forbidding her from doing something. And as you two know, my wife is what one may call a bit headstrong. And
she's like a female me, man.
She was like, I get when she interpreted what I said as to that, her brain just went, watch me. So she goes out and she buys a treadmill and she brings it home. And she goes, we need to set this thing up. And I said, where? She goes, in the house. And I was like, okay. And I put that damn thing square in the middle of the living room. And she goes, what? Why is it here? I said, you find another place to put it? I'll move it. Till then, it sits right here. It took about 3 weeks. And she came up. She went, I'm sorry. What was that? Can you speak a little? You're right, damn it. Shut up.
And where is that treadmill now?
Your house.
No, that's where it came from.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
No. She went out and bought it. And then I gave it to them to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's at my house now. Lisa uses the heck out of it, man.
Wow.
Sometimes when she's running, I'll play Cover the Rollers. You never know when it's going to come up.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna get her a shirt of that album cover for Christmas.
You ought to get her a cover of the Rolling Stones shirt.
That'd be great.
Oh,
No. She doesn't watch this show. We need to get a picture of that album cover, or just something that says that, and frame it, hang it up in your house somewhere, and see how long it takes her to notice it.
You could get a big banner made.
No, I don't. I want something just generic. Just like swap out a picture that's already on the wall, and just see. Just wait.
We could do it. We could
see
do it.
how long it takes her to.
And I don't know
notice.
that she knows what they look like or anything, But if it's got to say the cover of the Rolling Stones on it,
We will update. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. So, how many shows have we done that this comes up?
Almost every single one, it seems like.
Everybody's going to know.
It's one of my favorite things, honestly.
I look forward to the day when the show gets so big that we're walking down the street and somebody says,
yells it out.
Hey, you're on the Bantering Boneheads. Oh, you like the cover of the Rolling Stone?
It's not even going to be that, dude. We're going to get a letter from the band thanking us for increasing their Spotify plays by tenfold. You've repopularized our song. Thank you so much. Think about it. How many times do you think you've streamed that song in the last 2 years?
Oh my gosh.
Hundreds, thousands?
A lot.
Now, granted, it's only ever like the first 8 seconds of it, but
Yeah, don't make it long. Now she knows it. She can nab it in seconds, man.
that right there.
Yeah. Dr. Hook and the Medicine
We should just
Show.
replace just some picture.
Cover of the Rolling Stones.
Some picture with that.
Yeah, you need to.
That's a wild looking bunch.
The
Yeah.
70s were a time, man. They were,
One dude looks like on the right looks like
That one.
what was the guy that the bear he
the bear.
he had a bear, Grizzly Adams.
No, I was thinking that guy top right looks like the dude from Wizard of Oz, the lion,
Wow.
the one with no heart.
You know what's amazing is all this started from a work show.
Did it?
Stories of work.
Well, I mean,
We've morphed into this.
I would say that we could do a video about us getting off topic, but that would just be a video.
That would probably stay on topic. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this work episode.
Oh Lord!
And if I can leave anything for you to take from this is listen to that song. The cover of the Rolling Stones.
My parting advice would be, if you're going to say something to your wife, say it explicitly in writing with witnesses. Wherever you go,
Whatever you do,
stay
bona fide.
Well,